I love heavy metal. I would be absolutely miserable if heavy metal did not exist in this world. I'm a musician. The only reason I dropped out of college to become a musician is because heavy metal was so influential on my life, and I have a very special place in my heart for it. I don't think I have to explain why I like anything, or anyone has to explain why they like anything, because, like, why do you like anything? But if I had to, I would say, it's just I don't know, just organized cacophony of sounds that comes together to make music. It's almost like, it's easy to make a beautiful sound beautiful, but it's really hard to make an ugly sound beautiful, if that makes sense. I first got into heavy metal in high school, so pretty late when, most people get into their music taste, I guess, around middle school. But high school, I started listening to like 80s metal. Then I went back to like different decades, 70s, and exploring more rock. And then more recently, like 90s and now 2000s, I've been exploring kind of metal. This style of music has influenced me in so many ways. I have long hair literally because uh, heavy metal people of the of the past have long hair. Pretty much all my shirts are just band shirts, and this is part of me, right? So yes, based on that brief, whatever I just said, I hope you believe me when I say I love heavy metal. But do you know what I hate? I freaking hate heavy metal, dude. I cannot stand it at all. It makes me so mad. Whenever like someone tries to put me on to some metal, or just like, I don't know, rock adjacent, I guess, heavy music, it feels like I've already heard that song before, dude. Like, what are you showing me? Like, there's nothing fresh here to be presented. And I'm talking more specifically about like newer bands, but even when someone like tries to show me like an older band from like the 80s or 90s or whatever, I'm like, I've already heard this. The song might be good, but it's like I've already heard this song before. Anyone who says that like metal is still relevant, that's just a lie. It's not. There's no like, there's not even rock songs on the Billboard 200 nowadays. So you can't tell me that rock is still relevant like it once was in the past. I think it's pretty much down to the reason for that is that there's no like innovation. There's no like crazy things that are happening in the world of rock that are like literally shifting the paradigm. Like when Eddie Van Halen started tapping, that was crazy. No one thought any man should be able to do that, make that kind of sound ever. Or when people heard the first Slipknot record, they were like, "What is this drummer? What is this drummer doing?" Like it didn't shift. Nothing is shifting the paradigm right now. And I don't want to hear about like technical stuff, like technical death metal or whatever, because like people don't listen to technical death metal. It takes. I like technical death metal, but like people don't listen to that. Gen pop doesn't listen to that because I don't know. It doesn't. I'm gonna be real. It doesn't. It doesn't sound good unless you're like into that kind of music. Or maybe more specifically, it's like it doesn't bring in new listeners. Like you already have to be a fan of heavy metal to enjoy that music, and to have that kind of bridge going in to heavy metal and being able to have that whatever gateway band or gateway artist, you need that as a listener before you become like a true metalhead, I guess. Um, and we just don't have that. I don't. The last one I can think of is like Machine Gun Kelly, but it's like I don't know. In all honesty, I was cheering for Machine Gun Kelly's rock career, but I don't think he's in it for the right reasons. So that's why I say whatever. Or like I don't know. I don't really like Olivia Rodrigo's music, but I am cheering for her because of the implication to bring more young people into rock, which that's a win. If I want rock to be culturally relevant once more. So, anyways, that was like a pretty long opening bit, I think, but that might just be the entire video because like I am so critical of the things I like because I know it is capable of more. I want other people to feel the things that I felt getting into metal, and as time goes on, like as the past moves further from us, there are just going to be less people who are willing to dive deep. Like my Metallica band, my gateway band into metal was Metallica, and again, as time moves on, they're gonna just kind of be a part of the past, and I don't think as many people will go down that rabbit hole like I did. All right, I'm gonna hit you with a quote. I don't know if I'm making this up or someone else said it, but I really don't think there's any better art than the art that's being created out of spite for the current state of art. Like I mentioned before, I'm a musician, and I mean, I make heavy metal, right? But I'm not gonna be the heaviest music. I'm not gonna be the heaviest artist out there because everyone is like trying to win that race almost. Everyone's trying to be the heaviest. Everyone's just trying to be like the craziest and animal noises and all that stuff. Me, I'm just not gonna play that game. I'm not gonna try to be the heaviest. For me, I want to focus more on like songwriting and lyrics and, just I don't know, guitar riffs in general because with that craziness, with that heaviness, I just feel like there's like a shock value that has like a shallowness to it. And I'm just like, I've already heard that song before. There's no reason for me to, I guess, like try to chase that race because someone's gonna outdo me in like a certain period of time. I mean, you go back to like, I don't know, 2000s emo, like pop punk. It's pretty easy to laugh at those lyrics now, but like, if you like take a minute and think about it, someone wrote this down. Someone like composed this and then sang it to a microphone, multiple takes. Trying to get a good take. They edited the song, they mixed the song, mastered the song, put on an album, did a whole press release and marketing and all that. When you think about those lyrics like that, like it's almost like, dang, they put that on a record. They're saying this stuff on a record that they sold and put out into the public world. Like it can be pretty raw, those lyrics, and pretty vulnerable. And I just don't really see that in the same way. There's kind of just this like sleaze of irony, post irony to, I mean, pretty much any genre, but I mean to metal and stuff as well. And I mean, I don't enjoy that. I pretty much listen to older music because it feels more vulnerable and sincere. So when I create music, I want to create something that's more vulnerable and sincere because that's what inspires me. And it's kind of like this idea of like, okay, if no one else is going to do it, screw you guys, I'm just going to do it myself. And that sounds insane to say out loud. I'm hearing myself say that out loud. But it's literally like, be the change you want to see in the world. I know who said that. Gandhi said that. Was it Gandhi? I don't know, whatever. But, I mean, it's true. Like, if I want to have music with good lyrics and good guitar riffs and, you know, just vulnerability, I guess, then I'll do that. I'll do that myself. And of course, I'm not saying like literally no one else does that. I'm sure there's plenty of artists out there who are just, wearing their hearts on their sleeves and bleeding in their music and all that. But as when it comes to like the bigger picture, mainstream or like more mainstream, more popular uh, music and metal bands and whatever, I feel like actual vulnerability just doesn't stick. It doesn't get attention. It doesn't get the recognition that I think it should deserve. So yeah, there you go. I guess it's good to be critical of the things you like and not just yap it up because that's literally slop then. But at the same time, it's like appreciate the things you appreciate and recognize when things are real. Yeah, I don't know, but there you go. I'm out of here. Peace.